The India-Pakistan relationship has long been fraught with tension and conflict. The two nations have fought numerous wars and skirmishes since their partition in 1947. The Kashmir region, in particular, remains a major flashpoint. Both countries claim the region in its entirety, and it has been the site of multiple wars and countless smaller clashes. In May 2025, tensions escalated once more, leading to a dangerous exchange of fire that brought the two nuclear-armed neighbors to the brink of war. The most recent conflict was sparked by a series of events, including alleged cross-border incursions and terrorist attacks. Both India and Pakistan accused each other of supporting militant groups operating in the disputed Kashmir region. These accusations and counter-accusations created a volatile atmosphere, setting the stage for a rapid escalation of hostilities. The situation took a turn for the worse when India launched airstrikes against what it claimed were terrorist camps inside Pakistan. Pakistan vehemently denied the presence of any such camps and condemned the strikes as an act of aggression. In retaliation, Pakistan launched its own airstrikes, targeting Indian military installations along the line of control, the de facto border dividing Kashmir. The situation quickly spiraled out of control, with both sides deploying fighter jets and missiles in a dangerous game of brinksmanship. The use of advanced weaponry, including fighter jets and sophisticated missile systems, raised fears of a wider conflict. The international community watched with bated breath as the two nuclear-armed neighbors edged closer to the precipice. The aerial combat between India and Pakistan in May 2025 was marked by intense dogfights and the use of advanced missile systems. One of the most notable incidents involved a suspected Indian missile strike that damaged a Pakistan Air Force C-130 transport aircraft at Nur Khan Air Base near Rawalpindi. The large transport plane was reportedly on the ground when it was hit, causing significant damage but no reported casualties. Pakistan retaliated with claims of shooting down multiple Indian fighter jets, including French-made Rafales and Russian-designed Sukhoi Su-30 MKIs. Pakistan asserted that its air force had successfully intercepted and destroyed these jets using a combination of surface-to-air missiles and air-to-air missiles fired from their own fighter jets. While debris from some Indian aircraft was later discovered within Indian territory, India disputed Pakistan's claims of shooting down 5 jets. The fog of war and the prevalence of disinformation made it difficult to independently verify the claims and counterclaims made by both sides. Each country presented evidence that seemed to support their version of events, further complicating the situation. The use of social media to disseminate information, often without proper verification, added another layer of complexity to an already confusing situation. Beyond the aerial engagements, the conflict resulted in casualties and damage on both sides of the border. Pakistan reported civilian casualties from Indian airstrikes and artillery fire along the line of control and in border villages. India maintained that its targets were strictly military in nature, aimed at disrupting terrorist infrastructure and preventing further attacks. The use of missiles, even with claims of precision targeting, inevitably heightened the risk of collateral damage and civilian casualties in a region densely populated on both sides of the line of control. The conflict also exacted a psychological toll on the civilian population, living under the constant threat of renewed hostilities. Adding to the chaos and confusion was the proliferation of disinformation and propaganda. Both India and Pakistan engaged in information warfare, using traditional and social media to shape the narrative in their favor and discredit the other side. This made it exceedingly difficult for international observers and media outlets to discern fact from fiction, further complicating efforts to de-escalate the conflict. After days of intense fighting and escalating tensions, a ceasefire was brokered by international actors, primarily the United States. This fragile peace brought a halt to the immediate violence, but did little to address the underlying issues that continue to plague the India-Pakistan relationship. The ceasefire, while a welcome reprieve, served as a stark reminder of the volatile nature of the India-Pakistan rivalry and the ever-present danger of escalation in a nuclear-armed subcontinent. The international community breathed a collective sigh of relief, but the underlying tensions remained, leaving a palpable sense of uncertainty about the future. The May 2025 conflict underscored the urgent need for a lasting solution to the Kashmir dispute and for meaningful dialogue between India and Pakistan. Without a concerted effort to address the root causes of the conflict, the two nuclear-armed neighbors remain locked in a perilous dance, risking a future marked by even greater devastation.